I would like to give an overview a little bit of the patch here from this. Like, honestly, everything was just fine. The endgame changes, the Atlas passive tree changes, we cannot really judge because we don't know all the new ones that are coming. Some changes, again, for the rare monsters, not fantastic right now. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of them removing a lot of of the ability of us, giving our rare monsters more modifiers to juice up our drops. But other than that, I think it's gonna be fine. The new Atlas is gonna be much better. The new corrupted modifiers are gonna be much better. Now there is one thing that the corrupting areas, the corrupted areas, the corruption in general on our Atlas does not give +1 area level anymore. And I'm not sure what's gonna happen with the level 20 gems, because the level 20 gems required you to do tier 16 +1 from irradiation from the tablets and +1 from corruption, right? So I don't know what's gonna happen there. There has been nothing on the patch notes right now for the level 20 gems drop rate, if they're gonna increase it, because before you get at that kind of area, level 82, it is almost impossible. I've never dropped a level 20 gem other than in level 82 area. So not in tier 15s or anything like that ever. So yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Probably something that they missed, honestly. I'm not even sure. The ascendancy changes. The ascendancy changes were actually very, very nice. Titan's getting a little bit buffed. Warbringer is getting a little bit buffed. Gem Legionnaire is getting some changes in general. And I think it's gonna be a good, a much better, let's say, ascendancy for minions. Less attributes. Attributes are getting gutted in general from many different directions, as expected. Maybe a little bit too much on the unique items though, so that kind of sucks. But yeah, like I want to say that Gemling would actually be a fantastic ascendancy for minions, but minions are getting gutted from everywhere. Level over 20 scaling when it comes to damage and life. So many other things with the aura presence from the scepters. Now you need to invest in aura presence to make it, because it's losing a lot of radius. Like, there are so many things that are happening for minions that I'm not even sure if they're gonna be viable. That's a little bit annoying, because maybe the Spectre is going to be the only viable minion in the next patch, which is not, you know, a bad thing in general. Gem Legionnaire may be the best ascendancy for Spectres, but I don't know. Witch Hunter, just a couple of buffs, some really nice things on the Sorcery Ward. Deadeye, same things, a little bit on the Frenzy. Pathfinder is getting everything I wanted. I'm in love with it already, although the concoctions are getting some weird changes, some nerfs, some buffs, so we need to test them a little bit to see what's going on. Acolyte of Sayula is getting one very, very interesting change right here, so we might be able to have some good ES recovery from the mana leech now, because it's gonna be applied to other types and not just physical. There is only physical damage mana leech from the passive tree and from any other source in the game, so maybe that's gonna be good. We're gonna have to play it. Invoker is getting nerfed quite a bit, I wanna say, as well when it comes to the spirit. Blood Mage, yeah, it's getting some things for bleed stuff, and bleed might be a possible archetype on Blood Mage right now, but honestly, no other changes. Makes me very, very sad. One of my favorite ascendancies, hands down, and yeah, we'll see how it's gonna be, because everything when it comes to spells is getting gutted, so yeah. Without Grimfist, what defenses does Involbreaker have now? Nothing. Infernalist. Yeah, speaking of Grimfist, Infernalist. This is an ascendancy. I expected a lot of nerfs. Again, Barrier Invocation, Infernalist, those have been abused. They have been so many different builds and ways that, you know, they were being abused. I expect a lot of nerfs. This, I did not expect. So, the only defensive layer of those builds is gone. Good riddance, it's done. We are done. Infernalist, I'm not sure where it belongs now, honestly, without Grim Fist. By the way, Grim Fist is actually disabled. It's not nerfed, it's not buffed, it's just disabled, doesn't exist. You will not be able to cut it from the gems, and if you have it on your skills right now on standard characters, it's going to be disabled. So you are basically without Grim Fist. No recovery on ES for most builds with ES. It kind of sucks. Chronomaster, couple of changes. Nothing too insane though that I can see. Stormweaver, fair changes. I think Stormweaver gets the most fair nerfs out of everything, and there is a lot, like a lot, that is being nerfed. Stormweaver is getting the most fair nerfs. Now, let's move to the next category here. Like when it comes to the passive skill tree changes, we're getting some new clusters, etc. For the new huntresses, you know, companion stuff. We're getting some in presence clusters. We don't have the nodes or anything like that. We're gonna have to find them out when they're being released. But generally speaking, quite a few nerfs on the passive tree as well. Most of the strongest passives are getting nerfed, and quite a bit. Increased maximum percent mana nodes, they're also getting nerfed. This is not the only nerf on the mana, but everything was okay until here. Now, we got into the skill changes, and everything from here and until the end of the patch notes, in my opinion, is just an absolute joke. Absolute joke. This is not what they should be doing in those early access patches. They should be experimenting with things a little bit more, rather than just nerfing, not buffing anything. This is not a PoE1 league. It's not an established game for 10 years. I don't know what the fuck they're doing, honestly. There is no other better way to put it, but yeah. Archmage is getting destroyed. More mana cost. From 8% non-challenge spells, from 8% gain as extra line damage, we are down to 3%. Different quality that it doesn't even matter, with a fair amount of more mana cost. By the way, this is the first thing that you will read here on the skill changes. Main skills had their base damage and or damage growth per level rebalanced, but we don't know which skills or how many. Sorry very much. Very lazy patch notes on that regard. So there might be even more nerfs that we don't even know about from this list over here. I don't know what's going on, but yeah. I don't think I've seen a line like that in PoE patch notes in 6 or 7 or 8 years that I've been interacted with the game, from PoE 1 to PoE 2. I have no idea how they even made that, honestly. Yeah, other than that, Armor Break is getting some buffs. I think it's the only one, honestly. All of the minions, they're getting nerfed one way or another. The skills, the auras that basically build up energy to do something, they're basically getting nerfed one way or another. The curses, all of the curses, conductivity, flammability, etc., they're all getting nerfed quite a bit as well. 25 to 29 at the top end from 36. And Despair is getting absolutely destroyed from 32 to 20. And yeah, 36 to 24 at the top end. Detonate Dead is also getting significantly nerfed. But yeah, everything that has, you know, anything to do with energy, elemental evocation and stuff like that, everything is getting nerfed. I don't know what's going on. But generally speaking, do not expect to find any skills being buffed. A couple of small buffs here and there, but that's about it. The Heralds are getting nerfed as well. The Heralds not interacting with each other, that was a nerf that we expected, a change we expected, but that's completely fine. But the Heralds themselves are getting nerfed as well. You know, as you can see, Herald of Ice on the explosion, the ass and stuff like that. Hexblast is getting nerfed multiple ways as well. Less damage. Despair is also getting nerfed. You can no longer explode curses with infinite duration, and you're getting less explosions per cast. In fact, 1/3 of your explosions per cast. So yeah, I'm not sure where Hexblast is gonna land. I just don't think it's gonna land anywhere, to be fair. Other than that, Tempest Bell was another one of those skills that is getting nerfed multiple ways. Out of all the meta skills that are getting nerfed, Tempest Bell might still be in a decent spot. It's gonna be weaker, that's a given. Everything that was super strong is gonna be weaker, but I think it's still gonna be able to get some usage out of Tempest Bell. It has a very different function though, and a lot less hits, so basically a lot less damage out of it. It also requires 10 combo points, that's the huge part for me, instead of 4. 10 combo points is quite a lot. Other than that, when it comes to monk skills, not a lot of nerfs, honestly. Not a lot of nerfs, which is good, but everything that the monk is using and the invoker, they're getting kinda nerfed quite a bit. Anything that has to do with poison clouds from gas arrow, gas grenade, decompose, stuff like that, they're all getting heavily nerfed when it comes to radius increase and stuff like that. So kind of as expected, I wanna say. And now that we are done, with the skills, support gems, not a lot of changes, but all of the changes that we had on the support gems, it was basically either nerfs or increased mana cost. A couple of reductions on mana cost, but that's about it, a couple of them. The two big ones, honestly, cannibalism, 2% life recovered from 4, 50% nerf for no reason at all, I wanna say. And by the way, another reason why Blood Mage is gonna have an even harder time right now with the life cost. Brutality also is getting nerfed. Oh, speaking of costs, excuse me, I need to not forget about this. This is the last line on the skill changes. So basically, what's happening? Modifiers that are adding flat to our mana skills, flat mana cost to our mana skills, are going to be applied before the cost multipliers from support skills. And as you can see here, a lot of multipliers from support skills are actually higher. And I do expect the multiplier cost from support skills that are coming to the game, the new 100 support gems, probably going to have a little bit higher multiplier cost than the current ones. So expect even higher mana cost for the most part. Another issue that we always have in PoE 2, and they're making it even worse because I don't know, they like that for some reason. Support gems. Other than that, a few nerfs, as I said, nothing too insane, I wanna say, generally speaking, but yeah, small nerfs here and there, a few important ones. And then we go to the unique items. Oh, Jesus Christ, the unique items. I mean, honestly, Astra Medis is probably the only one from the current, popular unique items that it remains the same. Against the Darkness, becoming from large to medium radius, pretty much kinda deleting their usage, and also the attributes percent is going from 2 to 4 to 2 to 3. So yeah, even more nerfs. Attributes and mana is getting destroyed. Agility Stain, honestly, is getting some fair nerfs, but it's still gonna be good and useful. Everlasting Gaze is being deleted from the game. 500% nerf on the maximum mana as ES. Fantastic things over here are happening. Dream Fragment, again, all the uniques that we are using right now in the game, they're all getting nerfed. Hands of Wisdom and Action, yep. We are getting 100% nerf on the flat damage. We are getting about 250% nerf on the attack speed for scaling, and those will be applied to the standard existing items right now, so you cannot avoid them. Ingenuity is actually getting absolutely gutted. This is the second nerf that we had in those patches, by the way. It's becoming a 20-30% increased effect for your left and right ring. You have 2 rolls now. You're also getting +1 to +2 charm slots with maybe some charge gain for charms and some reduced charms charge used, but those can have negative rolls as well. So who knows? You might actually make your charms even worse. Yeah. Max level machination, unique shield is getting deleted from the game as well. From 333 to 66% on the effect, you now have 100. So it's basically useless for a shield slot. Yeah. I was a little bit excited about this, and then I actually read everything here. So yeah, they're removing all the good things from the Mortar Invictus. This is one of my favorite game uniques in the game, and it's basically being deleted. All the good ones are getting removed completely. The medium ones, the mediocre rolls, Spirit is very good, but they're all getting rolls, so you need good rolls, and they're adding 7 new modifiers, which I very much doubt that they're gonna touch the power level of that. So yeah. This unique shield here that I recently used on a minion build just to level up is getting deleted from the game as well. I don't even know why it still exists. From 50 spirit, you're getting 50% increased life regeneration. Congratulations on your new item. You deserve it. Pillar of the Cage God. Yep, you are getting 100% nerf on the attack speed, on the area of effect, and on the weapon damage. As expected, once again, you cannot avoid those on standard items. You will still get it. Queen of the Forest. Queen of the Forest is actually getting also deleted from the game, apparently, because from 500 evasion rating, you are getting 1% MS for 800, but also you cannot scale this modifier with corruption, which is such a weird thing to see, honestly. Like, corrupting unique items is one of the best things exists in the game right now in PoE2, and even that's starting to get exceptions already. I don't even know what to say. Temporal is a little bit of a nerf, we already know that, but yeah, nothing to say there. Everything that has to do with rarity, vendor's gamble, etc., everything is getting nerfed. They mentioned that on the interviews. Item changes, yeah, again, I don't know what's gonna happen with the level 20 gems right now. There is no mention of those here. There is no mention of perfect jewel robes and stuff like that having increased drop rate, so we are not gonna get more of them. Yeah. Other than that, a couple of different things. The base items are actually all together changed. There is no advanced and expert item base types right now. You only we have new names for everything, so we need to learn everything from the get-go. Oh yeah, instead of rarity on the Soul Core of Scapa, now we are getting 5% increased quantity of gold. We are going to be farming that gold for some reason that we don't even know. Minions still getting nerfed here. Maximum +4 on the scepters from +5. I mean, +5 is very rare, but still. And yeah, everything that has to do with mana is also getting nerfed. Every little mana modifier on all slots is actually getting nerfed. I don't know what's going on. It is. Again, I compared that to the Archmages in PoE2 and mana stacking situation that we had back in Expedition. It got nerfed from like 5 different ways. It took them about 3 years to make Archmages viable again. So see you in 3 years for the mana stacking enjoyer builds. Monster changes, a couple of interesting things here, but nothing too insane, and nothing that we didn't know already from the interviews. Like the Trial Master and Zarok, they have their life reduced. This is actually a bug fix. It's not really a reduction of life, but they were getting abnormal life increases. Now it's fixed, and we have the difficulty 0 bosses all having 50% less life, so just easier difficult 0 bosses. Yep, I think that's about it, isn't it? Yeah, that's about it, honestly, for a quick TLDR. I don't even know what is this bot. Yeah, there are some features basically that we are not gonna be getting right now, but they're gonna be coming into the game the first couple of patches. But yeah, other than that, honestly, the first half of the patch notes was fine. The second was absolutely disappointing. We do have a lot of new things coming into the game, but yeah, it is going to be a very bleak meta. Without Grim Fist, I don't see a lot of energy shield builds being a thing because, again, we don't have energy shield leads in the game. We don't have recovery. I'm hoping that they're gonna reconsider and at least they will activate Grim Fist until, they change it, nerf it, whatever they're planning to do. Because we all know Grim Fist is stupidly strong, is broken. We all expected that to be nerfed. I don't know why they didn't just allow it, right? Yeah, energy lead support gem, maybe it's a thing. We don't know. Maybe it's a thing. We need some kind of recovery for energy shield. Honestly, the only recovery that we had was with the two passives from the Acolyte of Sayula, but right now it was kinda crappy, with the mana leads being instant and then is also applying to A energy shield. But now it could be good. After the changes in the next patch, the mana leads, it could be good. But other than that, I don't know. It's just very weird, man. It's just very weird. In my opinion, definitely not what I wanted to see. I expected a lot of heavy nerfs and stuff like that, but I was kind of hoping that they would tune down a few things like they did with the Stormweaver. I think the Stormweaver is the perfect example how they should be approaching balance to the game, like tune down a few things, just do not delete them, do not destroy them from the game. Mana stacking is basically dead right now. I don't think there is anything that can save it. Attribute stackers, with the first iteration of Ingenuity that existed, I would say they were maybe with this iteration of Ingenuity, the item is just dead. Like it's a silly item right now. I don't even think it's gonna be good with the ritualist from the hunters right now. Honestly, like we're gonna have to find out, of course, how the things are gonna be for hunters. But yeah, all in all, pretty damn disappointing. And yeah, I will see you in Etera in 2 weeks, I guess. We're gonna play a little bit of PoE 2. Yes, I do want still to explore, especially Leeds Ascendancy. My witch is level 85, we're waiting for that. But yeah, other than that, I don't really have, I want to explore a little bit of the end game as well. So yeah, I want to see how the Atlas is going to be shaping up now with the new towers, with the new mechanics, with the new Atlas passives, etc. The new corruption and cleanse the corruption. Those things are very interesting for sure. But yeah, in order to explore all those things, you kind of need and want to have a nice fun build. And yeah, apart from some broken things that, well, 100% they're gonna come into the game. We all know Jangron is gonna break the meta one way or another, probably multiple ways in a few days. But the thing is, an ARPG, in my opinion, should not only be about the broken builds. And right now, PoE 2 especially, if you consider the crafting that is very, very limited, if we can call it crafting, basically is you either playing something meta, something very, very broken, busted, good, or you cannot enjoy the game. Like, there is nothing in between. And in RPGs, you need to have something in between so that people can keep playing, keep exploring other things other than, the meta that we already know what's gonna happen, right? There are gonna be some broken builds that are coming into play. People are gonna be testing those, and once they figure them out, you know what's gonna happen. You start your character, you grab the items that the content creator says, the streamer says, and you're done. You know that you're gonna kill Arbiter in like 20 seconds or 30 seconds or whatever the build says, and you're done. you don't have any surprises, right? So yeah, hopefully things are going to get better, but this does not feel a patch that excites me anymore. I was super excited from the live stream reveals because a lot of things were coming, a lot of nice content, but the patch notes, once again, they just disappoint, unfortunately. It has been a theme for a few leagues in the past. They kind of changed things a little bit in PoE 1, but it took them a couple of years minimum to change things, and I see the same trend in PoE 1 and PoE 2 right now, man, and it's a little bit, I don't know, it's a little bit sad, honestly, it's a little bit sad. A few years back in PoE 1, if you were playing PoE 1 at that point, patches were just super fucking exciting. Patch notes were an exciting read because you had things being nerfed, things being buffed, things being changed, and you were, looking and exploring new things. And then we went into this trend of only nerfs, and on top of the nerfs, and just get a few nerfs a little bit on the side as well. And we're getting to a point that a lot of things are no longer viable, not even in the top end, and it's just not fun anymore, in my opinion. I don't know how you guys feel. Let me know. Other than that, that's it from me. Bye bye.